Last week, I showed you the contents of my purse. And in my purse was a picture that I just showed because basically I'm an honest person and I was showing the contents of my purse. I came across it and without hesitation I held the picture up and said, I also have this in my purse. And it's a little cutout, this picture. It's a picture of Pierre Trudeau, and I've carried it in my purse for probably about 20 years, probably since about 1985-ish. So I made no basic reference to the picture. I just said, there it is. It's been in my purse for 20-ish years. And your friend and mine, Mick Musing, thought that that was somewhat curious. I think he enjoyed also that it's like a little paper doll cutout. You need to watch his video. I'm attaching this video to his, so click on and watch his video about the Trudeau paper doll. He wanted to know first why I carried the picture, and then he challenged me to telling you 10 fascinating things about Pierre Trudeau. And I have hesitated doing it, but I've decided to go ahead. But there are some conditions. First, this isn't a political commentary. I am not making a political commentary. I'm telling you 10 fascinating things about a man who was our prime minister for, give or take, 15 years. Twice he was prime minister. Actually, if you want to know, it was from 1968 to 1979, and then from 1980 to 1984. We had a very brief interlude with Joe Clark for 6 months before Joe Clark's government was happily defeated. So back to the conditions. As I said, this is not political commentary. It is simply a list of 10 interesting things. Second, I don't want to see any disparaging comments about Pierre Trudeau, because it's not about politics. I do need to tell you that I didn't always agree with him. My politics were not his, but I found the man fascinating, and that's what I'm going to be telling you. That's it. That's all. Oh, I'm not at the end yet. The third condition that you need to understand is that what I am about to tell you is more on the aspect of lore about Pierre Elliott Trudeau. They are things that have been discussed by Canadians, things that have been written about him, and I have books that I will use as reference. It's not stuff that I've just made up, but it's not stuff that you just find in the average biography about Pierre Trudeau. So those are the conditions. Today I'm going to be telling you about the man's name. His name in its entirety is quite long, and I wrote it down so that I don't screw it up. I'm going to read you his name. His name on his birth certificate is Joseph Philippe Pierre Yves Elliott Trudeau. The Elliott is in there because that was his mother's maiden name. I'm going to read to you what Pierre said about his name. I'm reading to you from this book, and this is a direct quotation about his name. Of course, he said, my name is Pierre Elliott Trudeau. Yes, Elliott was my mother's name. It was the name borne by the Elliots who came to Canada more than 200 years ago. It is the name of the Elliots who, more than 100 years ago, settled in Saint-Gabriel-de-Brandon, where you can still see their graves in the cemetery. That is what the Elliots are. My name is a Quebec name. but my name is a Canadian name also, and that is the story of my name. And here we are at the point of what I wanted to say today. Pierre Elliott Trudeau's initials are P-E-T. In French, there's a verb, péter, P-E-T-E-R, péter, means to fart. P-E-T in French means a fart. That's it, that's all.